Hello. Can you guys see me? Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is enjoying their time off, time away from work, time in reflection, self-healing, self-love, all this extra time to just take extra care of ourselves. So I don't know how to use YouTube. This is my first time. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? My microphone thing is like moving. So make sure it's not on your end. Hold on. How about now? All right, if you don't hear me, just go ahead and write something in the chat. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna do like a stress relief type flow today. So go ahead and start by laying on your back. Just go ahead and take your feet together, knees out wide. We're gonna meet in Supta Baddha Konasana. I don't know if you can hear this music, but it's just gonna be gentle in the background. So we're gonna start on our back. Meeting in Supta Baddha Konasana. Take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You can lay all the way back down. And take your arms out like a cactus or goalpost on either side of you. So the elbows are bent, palms facing up. And just take a couple breaths to really, really set an intention for your practice today. And the next breath in. Go ahead and fill the lungs all the way up. Probably the deepest breath that you've taken all day. And then hold that breath when it gets to the top. On the exhale, open the mouth, let it all go. We're going to take just a couple more deep breaths like this, inhaling through the nose and exhaling audible through the mouth. So we're doing a couple deep breaths and letting them go through the mouth just to release everything that's no longer serving us right now in this moment. Taking this time to create space to allow more love and light into our heart and into our lives today. You can allow your breathing to return back to just nostril breathing in and out through the nose. Taking one more nice, deep, intentional breath here. And after that nice, deep, intentional breath, you can begin wiggling the fingers and the toes. Take the arms up overhead like an early morning stretch and find length from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Maybe you make circles in the wrist and the ankle. Find length here, nice and long. And on the exhale, just pull one arm to one side, take the feet over to that side, and take a really nice side stretch. After you've had enough, just go ahead and switch the other way, arms and feet, grabbing onto the opposite wrist. Really feel like you're pulling this hip down into the ground, this shoulder down, so you can feel that expanding through the right side of the rib cage. After that, just coming back up through center, we're going to take both of our knees facing up, soles of the feet down on the ground. We're going to gently rock our knees side to side here, left to right. And allow yourself to move with your breath. So allow these movements to be nice and slow. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Remember that all we can focus on in this moment is our breath. And allow your breath to bring you back to this present moment as much as you need. So your mind may wander, and that's okay. Whenever you find it doing that, just circle back to your breathing, filling the lungs all the way up. Last one, taking one more round of breath here. And whenever you're done, just go ahead and bring your knees all the way up to center. We're gonna take our feet together now. So before they were a little wide, now we're taking them close together. I hope you guys can see this, but our feet are together now. We're gonna take a Garudasana, like laying down. So we're gonna do an eagle pose. We're gonna take the right leg, lift it up. We're gonna wrap it on top of the left. So I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing here. We're not just kind of wrapping our leg. I want you to really exaggerate this motion. Take this right leg as far wrapped on top of the left leg as possible, and then squeeze your inner thighs together like there's a $100 bill in there and someone's trying to take it. It's windy. So squeeze your inner thighs really, really nice and tight. There we go. We're going to take both of our arms out wide, and in eagle, the leg that is over is the arm that is under. So we're going to take the right arm underneath the left arm and grab on top of our shoulders. So I want you to really, really exaggerate this here. Grab your shoulders as tight as you can, activate them up. And then after you've got this grip and this really nice stretch in the shoulders, go ahead and take both of the backs of the hands together. If this is not comfortable, you can stay here the whole time. Just think about keeping your shoulders engaged and pulling your elbows up to be in line with the chin. Otherwise, go ahead and take the full wrap if you want to, and pay attention to where your elbows and hands are. So the reason why I'm starting like this is because I like to do it a different way first and then correct myself to get into the right position. So take your elbows and bring them in line with your chin, and then take your hands and move them a couple inches further off the ground. So this is really nice and active, and I'm really feeling this in my shoulders here. Take a deep breath in. I'm actually going to take my feet out a little more. And then on the exhale, we're going to make a crunch. So bring your elbows and knees together. On the inhale, extend all the way. And exhale, crunch. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhaling all the way out. You'll really feel this in your core. Think about pushing your lower back into the mat. Last one. Reach your arms all the way out. And exhale, crunch, bring it all together. You're good. Next breath, take your arms out wide like a goalpost again. And take your feet mat distance apart. Go ahead and rock them side to side. Breathing in through the nose, not through the nose. When we do core work, we're basically getting the internal fire, our Agni going. And it's important to get our muscles nice and warm before we stretch them. So the best way to warm up the body is from the center out. So we're going to do this one more time because we've got one more side to go. And whenever you're ready, just take your knees up to the sky again. Bring your feet together in the center of your mat. We're going to take the left knee and we're going to wrap it over on top of the right. So go ahead and exaggerate this motion. Take this leg as far over as you can and then wrap. And then squeeze those inner thighs together like there's a $100 bill between them. I'm going to take my foot out just a little bit more because it's a little too close. So my arms are out wide. The leg that is over is the arm that is under. So we're going to take the left arm underneath the right arm. Grab opposite shoulders and then really, really nice engage them. So if you're staying here, remember to take your shoulders or your elbows. Bring them in line with the chin. And really activate those backs of the shoulders here. If you want to take a full wrap, let both of your arms come together here. Bring the elbows up, hands a little further away from the ground, and then we're going to do it again. We've got 5 more on this side. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, crunch. Inhale, expand, still stretching in the shoulders and the legs. Inner thighs are still active. Exhale, crunch. We've got 3 more. You totally got this. Two more. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring everything in together. Tight, tiny ball. And then take your arms out wide. Release the legs and gently rock them side to side. Awesome. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allow yourself to regain that calm breath. And then go ahead and bring awareness back to the feet. They might not be where they need to be, so just bring them in a little closer to the body, a little bit closer to hip width apart as opposed to mat width apart. And then we're going to take our hands down by our sides. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, pushing all the air fully out of the lungs. And the next inhale, we're going to push to the bottom of the feet, lift up the hips. And we're going to do this kind of like as a flowy motion, moving up and down with our breath. So another thing that's really important here is when you're in bridge pose, keep your gaze up. So if you need to watch me for like the first two, go ahead and then do it on your own. So inhaling as the hips come up, gaze is still up to the sky, and then exhale, bring the hips back down. So we're kind of rolling up and down the spine here. Inhaling, hips up, pushing through the bottoms of the feet. Inner thighs are still activated. Exhale, bringing them back and down. We're going to do two more. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Lower the hips. Last one, taking the hips up to the sky. And exhaling, bringing the hips back down. You can rock the knees side to side here if that feels good. And then we're going to hug the knees into the center of the chest. Rock a little left and right. And then we're going to rock and roll front to back. So try to pick up some momentum here. And we're going to come up to a seat. I'm going to face you guys, but you can probably still face the front of your mat or whatever is comfortable for you. Once you get there, you can take your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Open the mouth, exhale, draw the shoulders back and down. We're going to do this again, taking the shoulders forward and up on the inhale, and back and down on the exhale. Last time, inhale, shoulders up. And exhaling, drawing them back and down. Good. Wherever you are, I want you to feel really, really tall in this pose. So if you need to move like some of the flesh out of the way, feel free to do that. And sit nice and tall like someone was pulling like a string on the top of your head. So like really tall, proud. Collarbones are like open. The shoulders are relaxed, you know. It's really, really nice and peaceful and proud and tall here. The next breath, then we're going to take the left arm up to the sky. We're going to do both sides. So I'm slightly dyslexic and I don't know if this is your left or my left. I mean, I know it's my left, but I don't know if it's also your left. We'll do both sides, so just copy whichever one you want. And then we're going to switch, taking left arm down, side stretch on the right. Really feel yourself expanding through these ribs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Go ahead and release. Take our hands on our knees now. We're going to take a couple rounds of seated cat and cow pose. So inhaling, imagine like pulling your heart through, your tailbone is poking back. I'm going to turn just so you can see like the way that my tailbone is facing. Inhaling, really exaggerate this. Draw your heart through, gaze up to the sky, tailbone poking back. And then exhale, roll down the spine, and then tuck your tailbone all the way under. Like that. We're going to do a couple like this. So inhaling, deep breath, bring the chest forward, gaze up. Exhaling, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone all the way under. Nice, we'll do a couple more like this. Really warming up like the central nervous system of the body. Last one. And after this one, go ahead and take your hands out. I'm going to face you again. Hands out, really open the fingers as wide as they'll go and press through the palms. So feel really energized here, still sitting up nice and tall, core is engaged. And then on the exhale, we're going to take the fingertips and tap them together down like this. And then we're going to inhale, pushing through the palms, fingers extended, wide open, and then exhaling, let the fingers touch the bottom. 3 more. So we're getting our wrists nice and warm because we're going to be doing some things that are going to involve our wrists. But it's also really important to give our wrists some love because I'm pretty sure during this quarantine, everybody's been like super attached to our cell phones. And those things are getting heavier and heavier these days. If you've noticed, like my right hand is like, my wrist is a little crunchy. So anyways, we're going to take our hands, make fists. We're going to go in a clockwise motion. Once you've done 5 of them, go ahead and switch other way. There we go. It's like my left hand is not doing the same thing my right hand is doing. But go ahead and shake it out. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna roll over the feet, come up into a downward facing dog. So we're gonna tuck the toes, and before you start in that down dog, open your fingers super wide. Like these are your second pair of feet now. So we're just kind of going like this is not really taking that much space. This is a really solid platform. So open your fingers wide, keep your hands shoulder width apart. If they're too far apart, that's not gonna be comfortable. And then bring your hips all the way up. So once you get into this downward facing dog, I want you to focus on a couple things. Pressing the ground away with your shoulders and your arms, and pressing the ground away with your toes. So we want to draw our heels to the ground, but if they don't touch the ground, that's okay. Our tailbone is poking up. So imagine like cow pose here with the tailbone poking up to the sky as opposed to rounding in the tailbone. That's not the same pose. I don't really feel this in the back of my legs anymore. So our core is nice and active. We're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. So if you want to invite some movement here, maybe bend the knee, rock side to side. If you want to lift up high on the toes, bend the knees, whatever feels good for you. Taking 2 more nice, really deep breaths in. Exhaling. Last one. And after that last deep breath, look between the hands. You can go ahead and walk up to your hands, and if you try to keep your knees straight as opposed to bending them, it's actually a lot more work in the core. So once you get here, you can bend the knees a lot. Allow your knees to basically touch your abdomen is how much you're bending them. And grab opposite elbows. This is a ragdoll, so let your head and neck relax. I know a lot of people in forward fold tend to keep their neck activated like this, like they're scared they're gonna fall, but we're gonna be all right. So just let your head and neck relax. Nod your head yes and no. Shake it out. You grab opposite elbows here and just take a couple moments to recircle back to your breathing. To be able to feel the rise and fall of the body with each breath on your thighs. One more really nice, deep, intentional breath. Exhale through the mouth, let it all go. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release the hands. We're going to slowly roll all the way up, standing vertebra by vertebra. So just make this really nice and slow here. Once you get to the top, take a deep breath in, draw those shoulders up to the ears. And exhale through the mouth, let them come down the back. We're going to do that again, inhaling shoulders up. And exhaling back and down. One more time, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Good. Once you get there, I want you to take both of your feet together. And I want you to see the difference between like just chilling and standing here, right? And then mountain pose. So when you're standing in mountain pose, I want you to open your toes wide, really grip the earth, and like really, really ground through the bottoms of your feet. I want you to draw a long, strong line of energy from the center of your feet all the way up your legs. So when you're imagining this, I want you to imagine like you're chilling, and then like as you're drawing that energy, you start engaging each muscle. So now my thighs are engaged, now my core is engaged, now my heart is open, my arms, everything is active, and I feel really, really nice and tall. So this is going to be our mountain pose. All right, I'm going to stand over here so you guys can see what's going on. But we're in our mountain pose here, standing nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. On the next inhale, we're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring it up to the chest. We're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Move into Jakasana or airplane pose. We're going to bend that front knee and take the back leg back. So we're still open in the heart. Palms are facing down and balancing. So find something in front of you that's not moving. That's going to be your drishti point or your gaze point. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and touch those back toes down. And it's okay if you fall because you'll make it. I like to step back a little bit further, so just do what feels good for you, but we're going to move into crescent pose. Go ahead and take your hands on your hips first and make sure that your hips are facing forward. That's the direction that we want our hips squared away to. Bend the left knee a lot, and then take the right arm and left arm up to the sky. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders up to your ears, and then relax them down. That's going to be a lot more comfortable. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, take this hand, grab onto this arm. So this is my right hand, which is the one that's closest to the leg that's in the back. So I'm going to find length from this back leg all the way to this arm by grabbing this hand onto the right one and gently shifting my weight over so I get that side stretch on the right side. I'm going to turn so that you guys can see it. So I've got this leg in the back, this arm in the front, and take a really nice little stretch here. And then I inhale, come back up. Exhale, draw the shoulders back. So we're feeling open in the heart. We're going to do 3 of these. Inhaling, arms up, find length. Exhale, back and down. Last one. We got this. And exhaling, draw the shoulders, elbows back. Good. Inhale, take both arms up. I'm going to turn back here. And then on the exhale, take both of the hands down to frame the front foot. So the right hand is going to stay down, and the left arm is going to go up to the sky. Whenever we're doing twists like this, we're really bringing out our body of toxins. So staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take your gaze down. We're going to meet in a warrior 2. So you can cartwheel your arms back and meet in a warrior 2. The back leg's at like a 45-degree angle. The front leg is facing forward, and this knee is really, really nice and bent. Take your arms out on either side of you and look over the front palm. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. I hope you're having fun so far. On the next inhale, we're going to flip the palms so that they're facing up. Take the hands together, straighten up the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up. Last one. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up. Good job. Exhale, we're going to meet in warrior 2 this time. Take the right hand down the right leg. Reverse your warrior. So this is a side stretch. You'll be feeling that from this hip up to this hand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On the next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up to that warrior 2. Release this leg. So now our legs are straight. Feet are in the same position. Arms are in the same position. I want you to think of that nursery song, I'm a Little Teapot. And I want you to hinge at the hips like you're pouring, I'm a little teapot, right? So our hips are still staying the same. If I turn my body and go like this, it's not the same pose. So keeping our body straight here, hinging at the hips, we're going to move into a triangle. So hinging at the hips, just take that arm down, other arm up to the sky, and think about pulling this hip back. Staying here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take both of your arms up. Crescent pose one last time. And then take the arms down onto the ground. We're going to take the left foot, move it all the way over to the left. So both of our hands are inside that leg here. I'm going to turn. We're going to move into lizard lunge. So go ahead and take that back knee down if that's comfortable for you, or you can stay activated on that back leg. You can stay here, or if you want to sit up a little taller, you can. You can use blocks, and if you don't have blocks, textbooks work great. We're just going to feel that opening in the left hip. So while you're in this pose, focus on your breath. Maybe your heart rate became a little elevated for a couple minutes there. And maybe our heart rate elevates during traffic or when someone's something like. When that happens, we can just circle back to our breathing. Focus on the inhales and exhales, in through the nose and out through the nose. And allow ourselves to relax. Allow ourselves to find more calm, more peace. While you're in this pose, maybe asking yourself, where can I soften? Am I holding tension in the face or in the jaw, space between the eyebrows? We're going to take 3 more breaths here. So you can stay up or you can come down onto your forearms, whatever feels good for you. If you've been doing my split challenge, I'm sure you're having like really fun time opening your hips and stuff. And also your hips are like the center of your body. So imagine like all the pent up energy that pools in the hips when you sit at work and sit on the couch and sit in the car. We don't really open them up enough. So sometimes people get a little emotional when we open up the hips. All right, I was talking, I wasn't counting breaths. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and just tuck these back toes under. Lift that leg up. Keep this right leg nice and activated, and then we're gonna lift up this left leg up to the sky. We're gonna walk our hands back to our feet and meet in a standing L. So keep these toes flexed towards the ground, because if they're not, like my hip can come open, but if we keep these toes flexed and facing down, we're keeping our hips in alignment, which is gonna give us a better stretch. You're gonna stay here for one nice deep breath. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna take that back foot, place it in front of the right foot, and come up. So my feet are just like a little further, a little closer than they want them to be. So I'm gonna take a little bit bigger of a step here. And go ahead and take this back foot and take it at a like 45-degree angle facing out, kind of like warrior feet. We're gonna move into pyramid pose. So again, placing our hands on our hips, shifts our hips so that they're facing forward. And then we can go ahead and grab opposite elbows behind the back. Maybe this feels really good for you, but if you want to fold, you can start by hinging at the hips and leading with your heart. So something that's important here is we are hinging, I hope you can see like my hips, the stroke's kind of baggy, hinging at the hips as opposed to rounding in the back. You see? So when we keep our tailbone poking up, we're going to really feel that in the back of our hamstrings. But if I round in the back, I'm not lengthening these hamstrings anymore, and I'm not getting a stretch. There we go. You can grab onto opposite elbows. If reverse prayer hands is like in your practice, you can take that. But don't do it if it's going to hurt yourself. So maybe ask yourself, like, why am I trying to access this full extent of the pose if it's not within your range? Or maybe it is in your range. Maybe you just need to push yourself a little bit. Maybe you'll get it. Yoga is a journey of learning ourselves. Taking one more nice deep breath here. After that breath, come all the way up. We're going to take the right foot, meet the left, shake the legs out. You can take your arms, swing side to side, let everything relax. Get kind of playful with it like a little kid, you know. You can bend your knees. You can smile if you like smiling. No pressure. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and take your feet together again at the front of the mat. We're gonna realign ourselves with our mountain pose. So open those toes nice and wide, trip the earth. Draw that energy from the core of the earth all the way up to the crown of the head, standing really, really nice and tall, arms out by your side. We're gonna take a deep breath in, reach the arms out and up. And exhale, bring the hands into heart center. Our hands are going to stay here. And on the next breath in, we're going to reach that left leg up to the chest. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out behind you, airplane pose. So you guys, I'm going to turn around because I want to make sure that I'm still facing you. So keep these back toes flexed, facing down to the ground. That's going to keep our hips in line. Keep your heart pulling through, and keep this back leg really nice and active. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Bend the front leg, crescent pose, both arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, I'm going to take my right hand, grab onto my left wrist, and gently shift my weight over so I'm getting the side stretch in the left. And that's the leg that's extended, is the arm that's pulling. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up. And then exhale, bring the hands down. We're gonna move into that runner's twist. So the left hand's gonna plant, right arm goes up to the sky. Keep your core nice and engaged here so you can like lift your body up off of this leg. One more nice deep breath. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna come all the way up, meeting in warrior two. So I always just readjust my feet and then my legs. You guys hanging in there? Good, we're gonna stay in this warrior two for a couple breaths. Well, I'm gonna just check, make sure you guys are good. Okay, sorry, I like see comments there and I just wanna make sure that I can read them. And the next breath in, take the arms up, clap, straighten the leg. And then exhale, bring the arms back down, warrior two. We're gonna do 3 of these, but they're super fun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back into warrior two, last one. Now this time, just go ahead and straighten that leg. I'm a little teapot, tilt at the hips, and then bring that right hand down, left arm up to the sky, triangle pose. I feel like I could probably go a little deeper. Okay, there we go. Pull this hip back. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Look down. Go ahead and take both your arms up, crescent pose. We're going to take both of our hands down onto the ground now. I'm taking my right arm, placing it inside the left leg, inside the right leg, and then I'm heel toeing this foot all the way over that way. We're in lizard lunge now, kind of hanging out here. You can rock your weight forward to back. I'm going to turn around because I feel like you guys can probably see this better on this side. So you can rock your weight forward to back. You can place this back leg down. You can come down onto your forearms so you can stay activated. You can play. You can take like an arm balance here if that feels good, but just listen to your body. We're going to take a couple really nice deep breaths in this pose. So ask yourself, where can I soften? Where's my breath? Where's my mind? Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe your breaths became a little shorter. Maybe we can lengthen them back again. All right, one more round of breath. Really nice full inhale. Expanding through the lungs, really nice deep exhale, expelling all that air out. Good, we're gonna go ahead and tuck these back toes again. We're gonna lift up this leg all the way up to the sky. 3-legged dog, and then just go ahead and walk your hands back to this foot. You can stay folded or you can stay active, whatever you want, but I want you to focus on this leg and keeping these toes pointed down to the ground. Staying here for 3, 2, 1, and we're just going to place that foot in front of the other foot, come all the way up, and then we might take it a little bit further out. We're going to take the back leg, turn it at a 45-degree angle this way. There we go. So I'm going to place my hands on my hips. They want to face this direction, but I want them to face this direction. So take a nice deep breath in. Grab opposite elbows, and this time grab the weird elbow. So you're going to be like, I didn't know I had a weird elbow, but just try doing it a different way than your normal way. Find length on the inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and hinge at the hips and fold. You'll feel this in your hamstrings. Keep both of your legs nice and active and draw your core and navel in. Open in the chest. You totally got this. One more nice deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. And then whenever you're ready, slowly release the arms, come all the way up. Let the left foot meet the right at the front of the mat. You can shake it out. Can rock side to side, let your arms relax, hang loose. Good. Okay, so we're gonna take the right foot, we're just gonna step back. Now we're facing each other. Padasana or wide-legged forward fold. So we've been talking about hinging at the hips when we fold, and we're gonna refocus on that in this fold too. But first, we're gonna take a couple of stress relief wood chops. So we're gonna take both of our arms up to the sky. You can grab onto your imaginary axe. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're gonna open the mouth, say, ha! We're gonna chop the wood in between our legs. So obviously there's no wood here, it's all metaphorical, but it's still really fun. So take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Nice, right? Take a deep breath in, exhale. Last one. And then after this inhale, you can take your hands on your hips. You can place them on the ground. Just fold, hinging at the hips. So let your head and neck relax. You can rock your weight forward and backward. You can grab opposite elbows if you want to, or if you want to take your hands and interlace them behind your back, you can stretch the shoulders out. Remember to let your head and neck relax. So I always like to nod my head yes and shake my head no to make sure I'm not holding tension back there. I'm going to take 2 more rounds of breath here. And after that second round of breath, just go ahead and come all the way back up. We're going to take right foot to the front of the mat to meet the left. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, draw the collarbones through. Exhale, fold. You can plant the hands. We're going to just walk back to a downward facing dog. So we're going to stay in this down dog for 3 breaths. So try to make your first breath as intentional as the last breath. Really, really nice, deep breath, expanding all the way through the lungs. And if you're like, no, I'm tired, I don't want to do this, you can just go ahead and come down to your knees because that's where we're going next. Last one. Take a deep breath in, lift high on the toes. Then exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down onto an all fours position. When you get here, you can rock your hips side to side. We're going to begin taking some hip circles. So draw your hips all the way to the left and back, forward and up. Allow yourself to move with your breath. Probably going to hear all your bones popping, and that's okay. We're going to take 2 more like this. And then after the 2, just go ahead and switch other direction, bringing the hips other way, all the way back to the heels, and forward and up. If you're like, I don't really want to stretch my hips that much, I'd rather stretch my wrists, you can do some wrist circles instead and make small movements up here, rocking your weight side to side, externally rotating the wrists. Just honoring your body. Three more breaths. And after that third breath, just come up to an all fours position. Tabletop, really nice and strong here. The core is engaged. Pushing the ground away with the shoulders. On the next breath in, we're going to take the right leg, extend it all the way back. Find length on the inhale. And then on the exhale, we're gonna take that right leg over to the right. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that right leg down. We're gonna come all the way up. So I'm gonna turn so that you guys can see me. Take the arms up overhead. Inhale. And then exhale, take that right hand down the right leg, side stretch. You can take your gaze up to the top hand or down to the bottom hand. And the next breath in, come all the way up. This hand's coming down to the ground now. And the other arm's going up to the sky. So in this pose, I like to think of it as like a modified fallen triangle. So I like to take my hips and push them forward, allow my heart to really open, and like really open in my chest. You can make circles in the wrist, for the shoulder. If that feels good for you, you can take your arm over here or up. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and take your left foot, that's the foot that's back here, and bring it in a little bit, and then we're going to come to sit so that this foot is in front of the body. Readjust if you're not on your mat anymore. Find length on the inhale, and then on the exhale, turn towards this extended leg. So we're going to move into like, I think, Jani Sirsasana. So find length on the inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to fold, hinging at the hips again. So I like to really walk my fingers down my leg and stop there, because if I just reach for my foot, I sometimes just round in the back as opposed to leading with the heart. So on the inhale, find length in the spine. And then on the exhale, gently fold. And if you're just right here, that's okay. I'm like right here today, it's totally fine. Taking one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And after that breath out, go ahead and take this right leg. We're going to grab onto the big toe with the peace fingers. We're going to take it over here to the left, and we're going to do some bow and arrow action. I like to call this a lawnmower. And after you've done a couple of these, we're going to rock the baby. So just go ahead and hug that right knee into the chest. Think about sitting up nice and tall here and keeping this foot nice and flat. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release this leg. Place it outside the other knee. So if you need to like readjust your body so that this leg is in a little more, we're going to have this right leg outside of the left knee. Okay, so find length on the inhale, and then we're going to turn towards the right. So we're turning towards this leg. You can grab onto that knee with the right hand. Find length on the inhale, and then deepen your twist on the exhale. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. One more deep intentional breath, lengthening on the inhale. And deepening that stretch on the exhale. Whenever you're ready, come all the way up. Take your hands all the way over to the left now. And we're just gonna turn around. So that didn't really work out how I planned. We're gonna just meet in a downward dog. Take a deep breath in, lift high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down. All right, I'm gonna turn this way so you guys can see me. But we're in our all fours position now. Go ahead and extend that left leg long behind you. Staying here for one nice deep intentional breath. And then we're gonna take that left foot over to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that left foot down, come all the way up. Oh, sometimes it gets me. You need to shake it out, go ahead. So on the inhale, find length, arms up. On the exhale, take this left arm down the left leg, side stretch. Feel yourself expand through this whole right side body. And the next breath, taking the right hand down. You can shift these hips forward, opening your heart. You can make circles in the wrist here or the shoulder. Oh, sorry, shoulder if that feels good. You can take your arm overhead. Sitting here for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift up this back leg and we're going to bring it in and sit outside of that foot. So once we get here, find length on the inhale towards that extended leg and then fold. Leading with the heart, so we're hinging at the hips. And if you need to move like the flesh around, feel free to do that. But turn towards that leg, and this leg's really nice and activated too. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then hinge. Staying here for just a couple more deep intentional breaths. And then go ahead and release. Come all the way up. We're going to grab onto this peace fingers around the big toes and bring that left foot over to the right. We're going to start doing this little hacksaw motion. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to rock the baby. So hug that knee into the chest. Keep this foot nice and flexed and sit up really nice and tall. You can rock side to side, or you can find stillness. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and release that leg. We're going to place the left foot outside the right knee. So I need to readjust my sit bones first. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall. So this leg that is on top, we're going to turn towards that leg. So take a deep breath in, find length. And then on the exhale, place that left hand arm behind you, and we're going to twist towards the left. You can hug that knee into the chest, or if you want a little more, you can place that elbow outside that knee. Finding length on the inhales, and deepening that twist on the exhales. One more round of breath here. And after that last breath, come all the way up. Take both hands over to the right. We're going to turn around. Go ahead and meet in a downward dog again. And then take the knees down to the ground. Child's pose. You can keep your knees together or knees wide. We're going to stay in this child's pose for 5 breaths. If you want to play a little more, you can come up into a little squat position. We're going to move into Bakasana. So if you really want to take pigeon, you can do that. We're going to take our arms out in front of us, hands super wide. And don't feel obligated to do this. If you want to stay in child's pose, by all means, stay there. You'll get a really nice hip opening or back stretch. But we're going to open our hands really wide, place them on the ground about shoulder width apart. And then we're going to take our knees and bring them up into our shoulders as much as we can. Shift your weight forward, 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 forward. And you can keep these elbows bent to make a shelf with the top of your arm. Shift your weight forward, forward, forward until your feet come off the ground. Or maybe you're just one foot comes off and then maybe the other foot comes off. Maybe you just bounce back and forth between that. We'll stay here for about 2 more breaths. If you're in child's pose, just enjoying that. Allowing your head and neck to relax. You can keep your arms out in front of you or you can take them down by your side. And after you're done playing or done resting, we're going to just move to be laying on our backs. So just go ahead and roll over now. We're going to hug both of our knees into the center of the chest. Give a nice big squeeze. Maybe telling your body, I love you. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're doing yoga, something that's so, so, so good for us. Whenever you're ready, we're going to just extend the left leg long. Hug the right knee into the chest with the left hand. Take the right arm out. We're going to move into a supine twist. So I know you guys can't really see it, so I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to do it against the wall. So we've got this knee hugged in, this arm hugging this knee. Keep this shoulder grounded on the ground. We're going to Sorry, this is hard to do on the wall standing. There we go. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Maybe you hug both knees into the center of the chest again. Give them a nice big squeeze. And then extend your right leg long. You guys are on the ground, by the way. Sometimes I like stand up or like walk around when I'm teaching, and then like the students all like stand up and follow me. I'm like, no, stay there. But you got the left leg hugged in. We're gonna hold on with the right hand, left arm out. You can keep the palm facing up if you want. Ground in this shoulder, and then turn your body. So you should feel this really nice twist from your spine. Really grounding in the shoulder and like turning this hip. And your gaze can go towards your left arm. Staying here for 2 more nice deep breaths. After that last breath, go ahead and bring your knees back up to center. Hug them into the center of your chest. And then if you have any other poses you want to take, like a happy baby, you can grab onto the outer edges of your feet, rock side to side. If you want to take your legs up the wall, if you have a wall that's accessible to you, you can go ahead and do that. Or just take your legs up, kind of relax, arms up in this like sleeping tiger position. This is really nice, really gentle inversion. Really awesome way to just relax and relieve stress. You can stay here, you can take happy baby. If you're like dying to take a shoulder stand or another inversion, feel free to take that. If you do have a wall by you, I'm going to show you the easiest way to get up into this pose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come as close to the wall as I can, and then I'm going to tip my body over so that I'm like laying on my side on the ground, and then I'm going to scoop my bottom all the way up to the wall here. So like I'm basically sitting on the wall sideways. And then I'm going to swivel my legs up like this, and that'll give you the easiest way to get super close to the wall, because if you just come in like this and then you try to like scoop forward and forward, it becomes like a hassle. You can stay here or here. And if you're in this pose, just gently press. And that feels really good. Taking 3 more breaths where you are. After your 3rd breath, just go ahead and make your way into your Shavasana. So, taking your legs out long, arms down, let your head and neck relax. You can allow your eyes to close and your breathing to return to its normal pace. Take up as much space as you'd like, and I'll guide you back when it's time. Gently begin bringing awareness back to the body now. You can start by wiggling the fingers and the toes, making circles in the wrists and in the ankles. Go ahead and hug your knees into the center of the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then roll over onto your right side for a fetal pose. With your eyes soft or closed, come up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bringing your hands into heart center. Taking one more deep breath in through the nose together, filling the lungs all the way up. Hold that breath when you get to the top. And then open the mouth, exhale. Releasing everything that's no longer serving us to create space for the love and light to come in. There's a place within each of us where the entire universe dwells. A place of peace, a place of love. When you're in that place within you and I am in that place within me, we are one. Namaste. Happy Saturday. I'm gonna come over here because I can't see. Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any questions, reach out to me and all that good stuff. If you liked this live video, let me know because I'll probably be doing more of them throughout the quarantine, whatever. So yeah, don't let the fear stop you. Okay, don't let the fear of everything that's going on stop you. Just really, really, I love you too, Jess. Don't let the fear stop you. Just keep doing your thing. Have faith. And the more we connect to ourselves, the more yoga we do, the more breath work, meditation, journaling, the more healing we do on our own right now, the less fear we're going to have of the whole situation. Like, we have no idea how it's going to turn out, and that's okay. It's totally okay that we don't know. But we just have to have faith and focus on ourselves because that's all we can do right now. And then send that healing, loving energy out into the rest of the world. So there's that. Oh, what's up? Namaste to you too. All right, I'm getting off here. Message me, DM me, reach out to me. Join my splits class. It's 30 days and it's only like 20 minutes a day or so. So it's really like accessible. You get a couple rest days in there. It comes with an ebook. You can click a link in my bio. on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Pakaloki, Pakaloki. This is my YouTube channel. I just started this thing, so I don't know, subscribe or whatever. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but YouTube Live is a thing because I feel like Instagram Live, like I like YouTube Live better, actually. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful that we have this platform to share with one another, and that this coronavirus is helping us to connect on a deeper level through social media and through the internet. So there's so many good things to look forward to, and I love you guys. Namaste. Have the best day ever.